Okay, lots to talk about. I'm like so chaotic in my head, but I'm excited to share some visions that I have been having. And in an effort to just put out content, because the perfectionist in me is like, have a strategy, have a script, know what you're going to talk in a certain cadence so people don't get bored and flip to the next thing or scroll or swipe. I've decided to just flex the muscle, just record the content. Maybe you post it, maybe you don't. And what's great about Substack is I'm treating it like my diary. And I may be interested in talking about real estate or No Bad Company, but I'm getting closer and closer to fine tuning how these two intersect. And I have officially, until I keep editing it as I typically do, how I would like to introduce myself. So here is my introduction. Hi, I'm Chloe Chang. I am a realtor in Austin. I am also the founder of No Bad Company, my lifestyle brand and production company. No Bad Company exists because we believe that one conversation can change your life, and life is better in good company. So, brands partner with me to have access to the world that I've created through these kind of world class hospitality experiences. And what I've learned from being a realtor for 18 years is people. It's sales, but it's emotional. People are buying a home and they are confessing their fears, their dreams, and I am literally a lot of times a therapist or a babysitter of emotion and quite literally helping people build their ecosystems. And so I take that same hospitality of making people feel safe and secure where they can tell their stories to now hosting experiences in my house. And so something that I had a vision of a year ago, it's funny, I had a couple medicine journeys. It was my first time. I started with an MDMA medicine journey and then did an MDMA and psilocybin journey. And it really came out of like complete burnout, feeling completely disconnected from myself, and I couldn't even be on camera to talk. I couldn't create content. I could barely get out of bed, and a slew of other things that I might get into later. But I remember just journaling, and what came out was this dining experience. And let me just tell you what it is, because I am motivated to execute on this dream. And it's something that I have been thinking about for over a year now. And it's dining experiences. It's how can I bring people together in my home, and my ADHD is going to just go all over the place. So bear with me, but I would love for people to come through my house. They've been intentionally invited. I've sent them a message and said, hey, I want you at this dinner party. There are two people that I really want you to meet. I share with them their name and why I want to introduce it to them. And then same for the other person. So everyone's excited to come, not just because they know it's going to be an amazing dinner, but also because they're going to meet someone that I really think they should connect with. So when they come in, they are dressed. I want everyone to dress to impress, wear all your jewelry, wear the best outfit that you have, wear the funky hat, whatever it is that makes you feel like your best self. And if that's a cocktail outfit, great. If that is sweatpants, fine. Come as you are, be comfortable. I want you greeted with your favorite cocktail. I want you to feel transported through the back entrance, and maybe you're greeted with a icebreaker card, which I have developed about 400 icebreaker cards. And it's a great way for people to just come in, have a nice drink, and meet some new people. The chef will be cooking, and you'll have an opportunity to just watch the chef cook, and you'll be able to just very kind of interact, so to speak. And of course, then the dinner itself, would love to have a entertainment, right? There are a lot of dinner and shows in places like New York, but we don't really have those here. And I really want to bring the creative community into these experiences. So whether that's an artist painting, while there is a musician singing or playing an instrument, I want people to walk in and feel completely immersed. I want their guards down. I want everyone to feel like they have been transported to a place where they do not have to think or worry about anything. They can just be present, and they are in the room of laughter and thought-provoking conversations. And I really want to build something iconic. I want to have these artists that maybe you've never heard of but are right down the street from you. And then, of course, the dinner is served. Everyone's having a great time. I'm trying to concept how I move people around the dinner table, because if you sit at dinner, you talk to that same person the whole time, but maybe the person at the end of the table is someone that you also wanted to talk to. So because these dinners may be 8 to 10 people, I will have everyone kind of introduce themselves, and then throughout the dinner, just kind of have people move around so everyone gets a chance to really chat. And then after the dinner, we can go into the speakeasy and have maybe a few more cocktails if people would like, but just have an opportunity for people to hang out and mix and mingle and talk, play some vinyl records, anything that allows people to genuinely and easily go up and talk to somebody that just feels real. I want to have Polaroid cameras so that people are taking photos as they see from their mind. And then, of course, I will have a photographer and a videographer there at the dinner. And so what really makes this special is the coffee table book. So every dinner I host, I want to have a chapter in a coffee table book and a guest book. So the guest book would be everyone from the dinner will sign, date, and then say one word, or maybe they can even leave a comment of just their experience. And so with the coffee table book, I'll have the pictures from the Polaroid cameras. I want to have a copy of the menu signed by the chef so we know what we ate then. I want to have photos of the chef cooking, photos of the food. And so each kind of chapter will have that dinner. Maybe that dinner has a theme. It'll show the guests that were there, and then maybe there'll be like a part of a comment or the word that was left by the guest. This dinner made me feel great. I met so many cool people, whatever it is that they left. So you really feel this kind of fabulous, jumps off the page from the photos of just real people eating dinner in a good old-fashioned kind of house party, right? And so that's the vision. And right now I've been interviewing chefs, I've been talking to staffing, and it is extremely hard to get this at an affordable price point, to have a server, a bartender, a chef, a photographer, an artist, and a host, so that I can actually sit at my own dinners and enjoy them and not have to move around and do too much. It's very hard to get this to being under $400 a head with all of that. And that doesn't even include a fee for me to produce it. It doesn't include me charging for my venue. So that's what I'm working on now, is value engineering the pricing so that it is affordable for people to attend. How can I bring this world-class hospitality dining experience with a show and then curating the guest list? And I think where the money can actually be made is corporate dinners, brand partnerships. So brands, maybe people coming in from South by or F1 that want a very unique local and cultural experience. And no shade on Guest House or Jeffrey's, fabulous options and beautiful locations. But when I called to see what they charge for a 10 to 15, 20 person dinner, it's expensive, right? It's ahead after tax and tip and drinks and minimums and all of the things, right? So why not pay that and have an actual experience that's memorable, where even maybe your brand is at the forefront of the dinner, whether that's on a screen or on napkins. Obviously the tablescapes is another cost that I didn't throw in there, like the plateware and everything that I'll have to provide, rent, or buy. So I'm in the beginning stages of building this out. It's certainly not something that I can get rich off of. At least I haven't figured that part out. But what I am excited about, that's better than money, is collaboration and being able to collab with chefs from all over the country, mixologists, and then just the amazing people you meet at the dinner, right? So it's like I'll take 2 steps forward and then 4 steps back. It's like, oh, this is a great idea. And then it's okay, that's, $1,000. So I'm trying to find some brands that I can work with, tequila brands, vodka brands, people that might say, hey, I would like my product to be served at your dinner. So perhaps they provide the vodka and tequila, and then maybe the bartender that will serve the drinks. So that will help with costs. There's not much I can do on lowering costs for musicians or artists or chefs or photographers. The only option is basically for me to not make any money and just hope and pray that something bigger comes out of it. I find that if I don't chase the money and I chase the vision, good things tend to happen. So right now, this is a passion project, and I just kind of wanted to share what I'm working on and what I'm building, and maybe someone that wants to be a part of it, or someone who might want to sponsor or partner, collaborate, or have artists that may want to perform. I'm even looking for magicians because I just think magic is the coolest thing. And then on the side of that, doing less sit-down dinners and more just dope house parties. And I really wanted No Bad Company to be a membership. I worked really hard to do an application, questions, like really trying to get into what kind of brands people associate with, to then what kind of room do they want to be in, who do they want to meet, who are they as people. And I'm throwing all of that out the window. And now I'm going to do unique questions for all of the events that I host. So then I'll slowly start to get information about the people who come to the rooms that I am putting together, and just charge per event versus a membership, because I think Austin is about to get very saturated with memberships. MML is about to do a membership. Townhome, Portal, you've got the Meow Wolf guys doing a bathhouse. You've got golf memberships, paddle and pickleball. You've got your gym, saunas and cold plunges, founders clubs, like Summit. You've got EO, you've got YPO. There's just an endless amount of things, and I think people are going to get really burnt out, and also people can't afford to do really more than one. So I'm just going to focus on what I love to do, which is host and throw amazing parties. And I think as a retired party girl, what better experience do I have than throwing great parties? And it also comes out of the need for me to have convenience and comfort. I want to be comfortable. I want a good drink served to me. I want to be around the right people, the people I want to have a conversation with, people I want to look at, people I want to just, like, when I say look at, obviously good looking people is great, but also just like unique people who are there, who are curious and generous and unapologetically themselves. I want to be around those people. I want to be around people who are down to have a good time, have a good laugh. That's what fills your cup. That's what motivates you and inspires you to build what you're trying to build. There's plenty of events out there where you can go be around builders and dreamers and founders and all of those things. They are there. You can throw a rock and hit 3 of them. I don't think there's enough spaces for people to just have a good old-fashioned party. And I think as I've gotten older and retiring from the party girl scene and not having the 2, 3, 4 a.m. nights, which is still fun every once in a while, but a good party that starts at, say, 7 or 8 and ends at 11 or 12. And you can get up the next day and still be productive. You had your social battery filled, and there was things that were offered at the party besides drinking. And yeah, I think the pivot that I am doing and what I'm saying out loud and manifesting into the universe is cool brand partnerships, bad house parties, and meeting interesting, cool people and connecting them to whatever it is that they want to be connected to. Whether that's, I know a lot of people are trying to find partners, both romantically and business-wise, but I think we just need a disruption from our routine, and I want to provide that. I want to provide good food, good music, and good people at Chateau Chloe. And there is no shortage of ideas, but there is a shortage of money. So that is what I am trying to figure out right now, is how can I do this at scale at an affordable price point for people, and where I can be fairly compensated at least not lose money is also a bonus. And so one thing I really want to do is a pizza and robes party, and everybody come over in their comfy clothes, their robes. We're gonna make pizza. I have an uni oven that I have not used yet. Vinyl listening party. Everybody come over and bring a vinyl. Let's just chill. Again, wear your comfy clothes. Let's listen to music. Let's hang out by the pool. I think that's the world I'm building, and that's what I'm working on. So that's my content. That's my diary. That's my vlog. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what lane I'm going in, but all I know is that if I want brands to partner with me, I also have to create content that people will actually watch and comment and engage and be interested in. I guess I'm just figuring it out as I go. I don't have a script. I don't have a plan. I just have a vision. So thank you for supporting me and tuning in and watching this. If you're still here, love ya.